It's very important that we do. You know what I'm saying? You know? So let's go over here and we're going to check out, you know what I'm saying? We see Iran Supreme Leader Ali. Ali, everybody called himself Ali, and he was, you know what I'm saying? Ali, you know, Khamenei, or whatever his name is, in chilling threat to the U.S. as wider conflict fears grows. You know what I'm saying? As it grows, busy in this matter, and this is something that needs to be addressed by the world, not NATO criminal ass. And I'm going to use the word NATO, more like NATO, but NATO, and all. I don't have to say all the nations that's in NATO. When I say NATO, you know the 34, 138 nations, or whatever the fuck they got, is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? With their criminal ass. Nobody have time for that bullshit. In no shape or form. You know what I'm saying? In no shape or form. And we should not be allowing this to go on. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what the demon Democrats like. War, war, killing, murder, vaccines, biological trickery and games on the people and all type of nastiness. You know? Nastiness in itself. You know what I'm saying? And we see that. But we see where Iran's supreme leader Ali, you know, Khamenei, in a chilling threat. The Iran supreme leader, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say his name, but it's spelled Ayatollah last name I guess, or names put in there Seyyed, and Ali Khamenei has sent a alarming threat to the U.S. as wider conflict fears grows after, you know, alleging intelligence reports show the U.S. is formulating the Zionist regime, you know what I'm saying, current policy. Oh yeah, there we go with the Zionists too, and the Zionists think that they also the Zionists ain't no more than a criminal to me on this here planet. Talking about Zionists, you know how long I know about your Zionists, but you would probably had a lot to do with what the removing of the Africans from Egypt as well, and probably selling them into slavery. Talking about a Zionist, you know what I'm saying? You're another one of the crooked agency. To me, I don't see you no more than a Nazi regime in itself with a swastika. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Zionists. But we see Iran supreme leader has issued a chilling, you know, threat to the U.S. and said it, you know what I'm saying, must be held responsible as it gears up, you know what I'm saying, to carry out attacks. You know what I'm saying? As we see, but we see Iran supreme leader, whatever his name is, I just spelled it out for you, and Ali Khamenei, you know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, what his name is? Ayatollah or something like that. Said whatever. Said he said in a tweet, I guess, our numerous intelligence report shows that the U.S. is formulating the Zionist regime current policy and what is being done in a done in what's being done is governed by the U.S. policymakers. The U.S. must be held responsible for this situation. You know what I'm saying? As we see. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we have to still look at this from a brighter perspective, and the U.S. must back down and not be no more than a mediator in there to make sure that they police the situation. If you're going to go there with all this high tech equipment and ships to make sure that we create a ceasefire and, saying, some form of peace agreement rather than see hundreds of Palestinians be genocide because of your occupation and your support of the occupied people who have invaded this land. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? You know, in more ways than one. But we see the Supreme Court, you know what I'm saying? Very brief, very revealing. New discussion about guns. Explained. Trump ignores gag order. Reprints article on social media giving Attorney General Letitia James home address. First of all, Trump shouldn't have the gag order on him because that's stupid and it doesn't make any sense. Second thing is, Letitia James' home address, uh, she's an idiot, she's irrelevant, and her charges are bogus. You know what I'm saying? Not only bogus, but we see the obsession of her demon LGBTQ involvement with Obama, the criminal Arab boy faggot himself. So, Letitia James ain't fooling no one. She has signed a Baphomet contract and probably sucking that blood. Nigger, sucking sellout. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say to that bullshit because I don't want to know her address in the goddamn way because I'd be scared to see what the fuck goes on in her house in the basement. Probably got a black man down there drugged up, staggering all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get up while they're doing all kinds of shit to him of nasty proportion. You know what I'm saying? And probably got a little girl laying on the bed talking about, "Oh, you scared? Oh, you scared, little girl?" And then probably drill a hole in her skull with the drill and suck the blood out of her brains. Nasty mother. Ooh. Clear evidence of war crime. Israel respond force slam Hamas body cams footage showing female soldiers executed at point blank range. Oh yeah, females. Oh yeah. And this is what they call them, female soldiers. Being executed, you mean genocide. You know what I'm saying? Israel is committing genocide on the Palestinian people and have always been. You know what I'm saying? Because this should not be going on at all. And it shouldn't have come up at this time when we have war and nuclear and rumors of nuclear war in Ukraine with Zelensky crooked ass where all the NATO nations are finally sipping in their weapons over to Ukraine to beat up on the Russians and the Russians can annihilate them at any given time and also cause annihilation problems for us as well. So this is no more than a Luciferian Baphomet scheme. And like I said, that's why you see there's 6 Baphomet statues in front of 6 state buildings in the south and probably have another one someplace else making it number 7. The criminal sucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And probably more than that. But we see clear evidence shows that. You know what I'm saying? In the first video, executing at point blank range. Let's see what they say. But disturbing body cam footage captures a moment female Israel soldiers were killed by Hamas. Where is that? Where's the film? Show me the film. You sure they weren't being killed by the CIA? Oh, you fuck out of here talking that shit. You just trying to find a way to ramp up in the minds of the people this conflict to its fullest ability that you can keep this war going so you can say this is where the last war took place. Get the fuck out of our way with that revelation, piece of shit. Even though you're probably gonna go down the road with the garbage any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying? But disturbing body cam showed that they were killing these Israeli soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Were killed by Hamas operatives operatives during the October 7th attack, Radar Online has learned the rescue team, South First Responders, said that the video uh, 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 serves as evidence of Hamas war crimes. Motherfucker, for real? Your 75 years of occupation and war that you brought to the region? So how many Palestinian women got raped, killed, and murdered? And children, and grandma, and all types of people. You know what I'm saying? To where you can say this, I don't even want to go down the road. It needs to be quailed, and there needs to be a peace agreement. You know what I'm saying? Nature brings Israel to its knees. Worst flood sweeps through Tel Aviv streets. You know what I'm saying? No. Worst thing, yeah, it definitely sweeps through. But look at what's going on in your invasion as well. You know what I'm saying? And now you're talking about a flood. Hmm. Oh, yeah. So, you keep on and you're going to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see here where House Republicans voted against Jim Jordan speaker bid. Is you serious? You turned Jim Jordan down as House Speaker. That's very suspicious. And you're saying that Republicans, you're saying voted, yes, right, voted against Jim Jordan as House Speaker. Imagine that. Sellout ass Republicans. Wow. The Republican opposing Representative Jim Jordan of Ohio bid for Speaker made themselves known on the House floor in the first roll call voted Tuesday to elect a new House Speaker, and with 20 voting against him, 20 motherfucking, this answers my question right there. Got it. This answers my question right there. You gonna tell me 20 Republicans voted against Jim Jordan? He failed to secure a majority in the first round. Yeah, because we know full well that inside the Republican Party is all kinds of crook, sellout, scheming motherfuckers who do not belong there. Period. This is what Trump found out, and this is what Trump exposed. You see, you see. He has proven to us the corruption even inside the Republican Party. We know there's corruption and always been corruption in the demon Democratic Party because they are no more than a cult any fucking way. Along with the Ching Chong Wong, bing, fuck it. And the Arab boy, and people coming from Indian Pakistan and all that type of shit. So all up in our hospital and our medical field. And at the top of the CDC and at the top of this and the top of that and all of this and that and then all up in our medical telling us what the fuck to do. Along with some crazy ass nigga woman up in there talking shit as if she got the power too. With her little red dress and powder puff afro. She think I forgot about her ass. You're lucky I can't remember your name. You know what I'm saying? But we see when the vote finished, that was the final tally. Demon Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York had 200 votes. This criminal motherfucker y'all put as the House motherfucking Speaker at 212 votes. You know full well you're some lying, cheating son of a crooked motherfucking bitch. You put this jackass over Jim Jordan? A true patriot and a true fighter? You know what I'm saying? Talking about he had 212 votes those of every those of every demon Democrat. Jordan only had 200 of the GOP vote. 6 Republicans voted for the former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? 7 voted for the House Majority Leader Steve what? Skevitz or whatever his name is, and 3 voted for the Representative Lee Zeldin. Now, you would have been better off putting Lee Zeldin or Jim Jordan in the House Speaking position. I still seeing some bullshit here. Somebody has to do something about them controlling the votes of House Speaker to keep it inside the House. These votes should be done by the people, not the government. It should be done by the people, not inside the Senate, where you only have politicians voting to elect a House Speaker or anybody inside. You have your inside voting, same as you do inside trading. And you choose this motherfucking idiot over Lee Zeldin or Jim Jordan. That tells me that the demon Democrats in this state is garbage. And they're cheating along with whoever Republicans went for that bullshit. And if it's 20 of y'all need to get the fuck out the Republican Party right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? And the Zeldin of New York, you know what I'm saying? Representative Mike Garcia of California won 1 vote, as did Representative Tom Emmer of Minnesota, Rep. Tom Cole of Oklahoma, and Rep. Tom Macy of Kentucky. Mm-hmm. We see the vote so far. Yeah, okay, yeah. So far, it wouldn't have been a choice. You know what I'm saying? We see Representative Don Beacon of Nebraska was the first to cast a vote for McCarthy. We see Representative Buck. Listen to the names. Buck of Colorado voted for Emmer. Lori Chavez de Remo, or whatever, Chavez and de Remo of Oregon, you know what I'm saying, voted for McCarthy. We see Representative Anthony the the Esposito, you know what I'm saying, of New York, voted for Lee Zeldin. He, the only one in the crowd, to me, made some sense. You know what I'm saying? Sad to say it, Mr. Esposito. We see here Mario Diaz Ballard, he voted for Skelis, and Jack Elziza, whatever, voted for Texas Garcia. We see Representative Andrew Gabriel, or whatever his name is, Gabriel, you know what I'm saying, Gabriel of New York was the second to vote for Lee Zeldin, another bright individual with some sense. You know what I'm saying? We see Representative Carlos get what? Get Gamanza, whatever his name is, Gamanza, whatever, Florida voted for McCarthy. Representative Tom Gonzalez, you know what I'm saying, of Texas, he voted, he voted for, we see Kay, she voted for the same person, Skillis. We see John James of Michigan, you know what I'm saying, all politicians voted for Cole. We see Representative Mike Kelly, he voted for Skillis. We see Jennifer Kiggins, or whatever her name is, Virginia, she voted for McCarthy. We see Nick La La Lota, he voted for Zeldin. Another bright individual. Yay! At least he got some goddamn sense. You know what I'm saying? We see Douglas La Mafia, whatever his name is, in California. So he voted for McCarthy. How did I know that? So did Michael Lawler. You know what I'm saying? We see John Rutherford, whatever his name, of Florida, Skelis. You know what I'm saying? Michael Simmons, Skelis. We see even here we have Victoria Sparks, or whatever name, of Indiana, voted for Massey or whatever. We see here Steve Womack, he of Arkansas, voted for Skelis. You know what I'm saying? Representative Gus, or whatever his name, Bill Rissell, he voted, Florida was absent from the vote. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. They didn't even vote for Lee Zeldin, or didn't even vote for um, Jim Jordan. Two of the most powerful House speakers should have been down to that. Yeah, so we see that happening. So this is very weird, and I see where it's going in this situation, and it doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Because Hakeem Jeffers should not be the House Speaker at all. And I don't know whether Skillis win or Hakeem or whoever won, but whoever it is out of Jim Jordan and Lee Zeldin should have been the House Speaker. So I see where they're doing inside voting and traitorism. And you know where you're going to tell me that Hakeem Jeffers is the best speaker for the House? That's like putting Nancy Pelosi, Duncy, crackhead Skeletor ass, Luciferian Baphomet worship back in there. Okay? Something has got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Something has got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Something got to be done. When we look at this situation, something got to be done. You know what I mean? Because you're not showing us anything at all other than garbage right about now, especially at a crucial time like this. You know what I'm saying? But we see the January 6th rioters who slammed the windows and received signed Trump hats is sentenced to more than 4 years. Imagine that. 4 years. Smash windows and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're picking people to me, see, at random who was not doing that. So we see the government has launched a Gestapo movie. Oh yeah. So the Gestapo has come to town, people. They've come to town. You know what I'm saying? All the people Donald Trump can't ensue anymore or he risks violating court order. Listen to me. Whoever that fucking judge is that put some kind of gag order and bullshit on more fucking, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, you need to watch your step because you're beginning to look like a jackass tonight. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, you know what I'm saying? You know, he'd risk violating the court. You know what I'm saying? Violating the court for what? You accuse this man and charge this man with crimes against his humanity and as a president itself. Because if only targeting Donald J. Trump because he exposed your ass and you knew that was going to happen. That's why you unleashed the border. I mean, that's why you put Black Lives Matter. This way you unleash the border during Creek Joe. Faggot Obama pedophilia ass and gayism and LGBTQ or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? He released the border and have the border so wide open and all this bullshit. Meanwhile, you came on the scene preaching open border policy. You know what I'm saying? And the American demon democratical dummies and many other jackasses who's listening to this shit and you didn't see nothing wrong with it because you want our world to go into a Luciferian chaotic move because you like shit like that. You retarded. But we see federal judge in the Trump election interference case issued a gag order. Listen to this stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? On him. Another gag order was issued. Listen to this stupid ass. Who the fuck is this clown ass, you know, cold miser looking jackass of a judge? Who the fuck is he? And what is he? To be up here gagging the President of the United States. What blatant disrespect and abuse of power by a judge is amazing to me. Mhm. You know what I'm saying? And we see where Creep Joe Biden was trying to take a trip to Jordan and it was called off. What the fuck is he going over there to do? This crooked ass motherfucker should have been going over there to cause a peace agreement to cease the motherfucking fighting. You going over there looking like El Stupido. You need to go sit his old ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is you gonna go over there and do? You should be going over there to make this thing come to an end or some kind of stalemate to where the people aren't doing this. And you should be making sure that humanitarian aid gets to the Palestinians. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know? We see, ooh, somebody getting arrested at the oil summit. Probably the protesters. You know what I'm saying? We see Ukraine's secret ship, U.S. missiles to launch surprise strike. Listen to this stupid shit. Listen to this stupid shit. What the fuck is we doing in Ukraine? Somebody needs to ask that question.